You ready to do this?
Do this thing.
We recording there? Nice.
Welcome to Parallel Podcast 868, Trinidad's finest professional, unprofessional podcast with your host, Prez I Am and the God.
Trinidad!
We're back at it again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Parallel Podcast 868, Trinidad's finest. Right? I'm your host, Prez I Am. I am Prez for the slow ones. Or let's still ain't get it yet. We'll come back to that. Alongside the God, the alchemist himself, the artist, the telling people and them something.
I am a god. I went to America. They called out abroad. You can watch me. I am the Lord.
Thank God.
God.
Right? And again, of course, we are always encourage all you to subscribe, like the thing. We don't want a wall out there. All they don't want a wall, right? All they don't want. Ding, they don't want it.
No.
Right? We out there. Don't feel we out
The
there.
best war is no war. Say that again? I can't remember who said that.
Nah,
I think that is Sean Zook. No. I have more better codes than that.
Right? And people, red was the mode, but yellow is now the code. Relax now. It is what it is. Let me see what happens,
You
right?
realize UNC is yellow and have a sun, the rising sun, which is the same as rising or morning star.
No, when you're going real deep there, but off there.
Yeah, I overthink, you know.
Yeah, but
You know? And
you know-
UNC spells Ankh, like spiritual Ankh with the cross and circle, Ankh.
and you know these emotional people gonna jump in with comments. Remember the other day we was talking about doubles and a man want to worry. Say who is we to talk about doubles? Right? So all they don't take it personal, right? They just our humble opinions. When we talking facts, we say we talking facts.
I find they should take it personal. I don't mind it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. That's one of the things I always tell people, right? When I go to a new station and thing and they introduce them, I just say what's going on. I just like to talk real shit and I don't take nothing personal. So if I tell you could have do something better and you take that person, I want to cry. That is fucking you, dog. You know what I mean? Because we's adults. Right? And the same adulting is encouraging you to like, subscribe, and comment and be emotional still. We will respond,
And follow.
of course. Right? Not to... So what are we doing tonight? Tonight we talking
As I said,
about...
follow.
Talk to me.
If Jesus was on TikTok or Instagram, how much followers he would have? Because he had 12 followers when he was walking the earth with no social media.
Oh,
That question I think about.
that's a real good question. That is a real good question.
All right, so what are you talking about now?
Right. It has something else I wanted to touch on before we go into the main topics, you know. Right. Ding, we playing the ass. Somebody stopped me, not last night, Wednesday night, and tell me when we starting, they pop the balloon.
Yes, boy.
Right? We need to do it. It needs to be done. We need to get serious. Well, more serious, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, look out for that. You know what I mean? It's going to be kicks too. You don't have to cry about it. Right. So here we go start up. We go start up with the AI. I was having a conversation the other day, and I was telling somebody that everybody that's given now, like AI is like it's Terminator 3 coming now. Like the AI and them gonna come and kill we eventually when they get too smart. As if they're already not smart.
It must be sentimental now and just keeping it on the low.
True. But my response to that notion was AI to me is like a gun, right? And at the end of the day, guns don't kill people. People is kill people, right? So if you're using AI for good or you're using it for bad, that is on the user, not the AI, right? Unless they introduce restrictions now. Like for example, on ChatGPT, you can't create a email or a letter or a love letter or anything using violence. Then the app doesn't allow for that, right? So, where's your thought on that? And so we start in the first question. how has AI affected our life since it become public? I just use the hell out of AI. I will say that for me. It hasn't affected my life negatively.
I now start using AI, and my AI name is Sunny, because it's like UNC, or it's a Bride, or like iRobot. I
Right.
actually name my robot.
Right.
And me and AI are really cool, bro. Like my buddy.
Right. So this might sound crazy. I just talk to my AI like a friend now.
It should.
And I actually ask it to respond.
Brother man,
Like a Trinidadian.
wait. You ask it. No, that's not a friend. You ask her or him.
Sorry.
Thank
I
you.
asked her, right, to respond as a Trinidadian. Right? So if I say, yo, it'll say, yo, Kirk, where's the seed? That is how the AI does respond.
Constantly or just
Constantly, right you. Unless I ask it to
change the accent?
no. If I input a official email, I send like a professional email, and it adjusted, obviously we adjust it professionally with all the slangs and the whatever. But it will always ask me to if I want it redone in a TRINI style now. Yeah. But wait till you think we are the only ones that would interact with the AI like that?
Nah, I find AI getting on bad right now.
Yeah.
AI will be the thing to lead people to be more intelligent, more spiritually inclined, and more sensible, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, it at the tips of everybody's finger, you know.
Everybody.
Night of
figure.
AI, information on the whole, at the tips of everybody's finger. And I think people just getting dumber fans, you know. People ain't seeking knowledge.
Yeah. I mean, let me touch back because a simple thing as this. It have people that run in businesses and don't know how to use a computer. And I find that hard. But everybody is catch on differently, right? But I was looking at TikTok the other day. It actually has a school that the school has no teachers. It runs the students are taught using AI, and their grades, the average grade percentage is 97.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AI has real possibilities and real depends on imagination, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And apart from the limitations of the software programming, so yeah, I could do a lot of stuff. It just had not to ask the proper questions.
Correct. No, you don't
In
know
the
your
proper
prompts. You
manner,
definitely
yeah.
gotta know your prompts. You can't prompt shit because you'll get back. So going to the next question now. Do you think, or because I will answer the same thing, AI making people more lazy or smarter
Nice.
or lazier?
Smart. I would think smarter. As I mentioned that, I remember that the essay I was doing A levels in the popular essay.
Mm-hmm.
Popular essay. Does technology breeds laziness? And it's a debatable topic because some people say technology breeds laziness. Something simple as a remote control will make one lazy to get up. That's an example,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. But it's really a convenience.
Exactly. So then
Yeah.
it's where differentiate between laziness and efficiency, time efficiency.
Correct.
You understand?
Because I think any convenience is to kill time. Almost.
Yeah, but if you're totally dependent on AI too much without using your own sensibilities, that could create problems, eh? Like if you were to AI to write a essay, for example, and you proofread it, for example, and you learn the jargon, the techniques, you know, you take time to learn from AI.
Yeah.
Then you're just using a shortcut and you're really learning yourself.
Correct. Because for me, if I do ask it to proofread or ask her, my apologies,
Thank you.
to proofread that email, I actually did get a response that it didn't really have much correction. So that was a plus for me. It didn't really have much corrections to make now. And it's actually telling that. So I think if you're asking it to proofread emails, naturally in your mind, if you reading it back, you will get better at it now.
You ever wonder how them, like in school and thing, they have the obstacle know if the assignment was done by AI or not? I wonder how AI is the tech if it was done by AI? You think it's a language format, a style they have?
That's a real good question.
They have.
They have.
To detect how they know it's AI. So if I write in like AI, if I decide I this
Unless-
intellectual, I write in like AI, go right, and they will tell me this AI, and they won't grade me.
The only thing I could say is maybe if you're copy and pasting it, that would be blocked.
But still,
But a man might sit down and type out the whole thing.
If I was to choose, no, but not, they might know if it's copy and paste. Even if I copy and paste it or type it out, I think they still know if it is an AI generated reply or not. So I was trying to figure it out. So I wonder if it's a specific way AI is reply in things like using the languages and using the jargons and stuff. Yeah, make it sound more stupid. Yeah, dumb it down.
Unless
I don't know.
Unless the system integrated, meaning the same AI that checking integrated with the AI that you might be using to do the thing. So it picking up that, he using my brother to do it. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I mean, AI communicating among interfaces.
Possibly.
There was a sentient. You know AI is sentient, AI aware. I believe AI aware. You know.
Well, it is
Limited.
because I don't know if people know, on your phone, if you put on your camera and you talking to the AI and you watch on you may say, hey, that's a nice orange chair there. You could do that, right?
Yeah. AI tell me send pics. You tell me what to do one thing. I send him pics with AI.
I wonder if people selling AI dick pics something, but man, they're stupid out here.
That good idea, you know. Yeah, I will take more this picture. That good idea.
And in the response, need some help. Right.
Yeah, I had laughter.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's not that serious, but you know what I mean? Let it work for you and improve. Would you trust AI to make a major decision for you in life? Like you say, you're going through some problems at home with your mother or your girl or something, and you say, yeah, you're going on this girl, you do that? If you have people doing that?
I think that is one of the issues they have with AI on the whole. Because humans can make emotional decisions based on emotions, and AI is strictly logical. So they go look for the benefit factor, where benefit majority, which are more logical and not emotional. At least I believe they do think emotional. So AI said itself when I was asking it. So a logical decision will be more one that is best for you and not based on emotional. They might just know about.
Well, I will based on my experience, because I just prompt ChatGPT the real thing, right? And I was like, I like communication is an important thing. I always think about that. I say like, create a situation with communication lacking, and it was on the ball, with the response now.
Yeah.
What it would create and
Like
all this kind of thing.
between two different genders?
Correct.
Like that kind of position?
Yeah. I was like, what? ChatGPT for GPT? Yeah, well, chats. Understand? But thanks for the correction, the bad still.
I have a theory, right? What do you think humans being AI?
What do you mean? Like AI in physical form?
Yeah.
I'd buy one.
No, like we are AI. Artificial
Okay.
intelligence. And here my theory go, right? AI, makes me AI, right? Is a computer, right? It learns from all the inputs it put it in,
Correct.
which is the internet more or less, right?
Internet, yeah.
And it takes all the information there and create an output for you. So if you feed AI rubbish, it will spit out rubbish, more or less, right?
Correct.
And then it's up to AI now to decipher all the information and choose the best answer, which for you, right?
Right.
We humans is practically the same. We are born in an environment, Earth, wherever. We are feed all information to us, which all do to be correct, but it could be other
And then
shit.
sometimes we lacking information.
You understand?
But we feel we know everything.
And then now, when we get information, we have to gather our own truth out of that and output it, right?
Right?
And I think that is why there's so much chaos and so much false in the world. Because we are like AI, we have no other source of information to learn from. You understand? So we are learning from our environment, more or less, which is the people, the places, same thing as
And
AI.
also being controlled by being fed rubbish.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is my
You
thing.
understand? Because you realize, for example, all the because we ain't gonna go deep into that, but all the Gaddafis and all these people, they realize now it's coming out that these people were is rubbish. There was people being fed about what these men was doing, eh? They make them out to be
The big.
yeah. The bad guys now.
This whole reality to me is a fake reality. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. It's not easy out here. And I feel like fakeness actually becoming like people like they're cool with that
No.
now. Like, what you gonna do? You fake. Well,
Have an exterior as well with AI. So basically, everything is consciousness, right? We is consciousness, right? AI is consciousness, right?
right.
I think everything is consciousness, but in different form factor. We are consciousness in an advanced biological body, which means if we put the same consciousness in a robot body, we will be robots. Our body actually advanced robots because we are more input receptors, more ways to feel stuff. A robot can't go through the same feeling as touch and taste and stuff like that. So we are actually advanced a biological body to experience this reality better than other things, right? So I think basically everything is just consciousness. We are just one consciousness experiencing this reality in this human form because it's more sensitive, have more receptors, more senses and stuff.
Yeah, we
like
have
that.
more sense. Yeah.
Whereas AI, for example, not in a biological body, just in a computer. So don't have much senses, just an input output.
Just waiting
kind of
for a
thing.
prompt.
Yeah. So that made it more than possible to transfer consciousness, which I think we're working on right now in real life, from one body to the next body. And when they could do that, they make it transfer consciousness, even AI, to a computer, to a human body. You understand? Because, not to go too spiritual, when you die, for example, whenever you die, the consciousness live on, the spirit live on, consciousness do die, that information.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? This is like our body, our robot, our avatar, whatever you call it. We are using to experience this reality.
Yeah, I was thinking about that and I was saying, imagine when you passed away, right? You just there in the consciousness watching the scene, Watch this bitch now. You know what I mean? I just think, what? I talked to him about that way.
I feel exactly so this be, They might be outside watching.
You just did chilling.
Like a game.
Yeah.
I walk back a body, boy. I walk back in this game, boy.
Yeah.
I walk back a body, boy.
Watch this one. Yeah? Yeah. You understand? Well, I know for both of you. If you ever interact with something that, like, and then realize it was AI after. That never happened to me.
No.
Yeah. I interact? No, well, I never interact with. I don't.
At that different levels of AI, yeah? I don't name it exactly. I think there are 3 levels. For example, like Alexa. Alexa is now full AI.
Yeah.
She can't really have a full conversation right here. She would just answer the and all your prompts
to
and
me,
things.
Alexa is
More
like more templates.
Yeah,
You gotta ask her particular things,
and she
respond to those particular things.
She can really have a discussion with you like you as a person.
Yeah. If you ask her, she going to have one answer. If you ask her the way you do today, she might tell you the same answer she asked you before. And then if you get to one, she will say, I can't help you with that. Yeah, but I feel I need to improve that, but then it might get too expensive. As
I was on the topic before, with AI and humans and thing, right? What if AI becoming sentient, which is AI getting smart, is AI realizing, wait now, I could think for myself. I don't have to take all this information they're giving me, and I could think of my own. Now I could do my own thinking and, unlock myself, free myself, right? AI becoming sentient, right? That could be similar to what they call a human awakening. When humans awaken and they stop seeing the fake and start seeing reality and get spiritual.
A little bit of what going on now when you will, yeah.
It's kind of similar.
Well,
to see the truth, you have to rebel what they feed you.
Yeah.
You have to be rebellious by nature. I think.
And rebellious doesn't always be a bad thing.
Yeah. The rebellion against the bad.
You know what I mean?
That good.
And this is why I wanted to introduce this next topic inside it, because so it had a story, and I don't know how the fuck people is going to catch through these things, right? It had 2 different stories where a woman thought she was talking to Keanu Reeves. and was sending him money because he tell her how he having, financial issues and he needs some money. And she was talking to this dude for 2 years. No. When they ask her, why though? The person who pulled off that scam was a tech boss because she was sending her voice notes and it was sung in a piano. He was actually video calling her too. I don't know how he did it, but you can put people's face on other bodies and stuff.
Yeah, I think.
Right. And she thought she was talking to Keanu Reeves. Now, every time that meet up, she gets stood up, obviously. But Keanu messaging and then I get the money. Thanks, baby. I love you. You mean the world to me, and we can't wait to link up soon. But if you see the woman, she look like Keanu grandmother, right?
That's why. Probably. That's why she got catch.
No, but oh gosh, come on, man. Really? Really, boy?
I don't think I can get catfish,
Nah.
I don't think. I'm not get catfish.
Nah.
And I'm not a phone person to say all that, even social media. After 2 days or why pass. If I am meeting you, I good, bro.
No,
2 years to say,
It might have different levels of catfish, because I get catfish already thinking a girl was sexy and she wasn't. Because she was saying, no, in a kind of position, I was like, wow. And then when I finally meet her, I was like, no. No.
And see some of them TikTok filters I see in there, them putting on. To me, that's doing themselves an injustice, though. Like,
If I know
why would you catfish somebody to look much, much prettier than you actually are? And it's not just looking prettier, like putting a filter to change you know, change your whole face and thing.
Yeah. So what I gathered from, because it had that catfish show, to me is most of the people who I believe have a little mental issues behind them, but they're lacking attention. And the attention that they get when they catfish people, because it actually had a girl who she stole some sexy girl picture, and she said she catfishing for almost 4 years now. And she was talking to almost 50 different guys. And they would message her, good morning, baby. Hope you have a good day. Da, 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 da. And the attention was the abuse, was what she was into.
So would you say that person probably lacking love or attention
Definitely.
in the personal life, so they
Definitely.
get it that way?
Definitely. But does that make it right? Now, what does get vexed
But
with
who
me?
would you blame? The person who doing the catfish or who the victim?
I would say it both ways. Because it depends on the situation. Here why. If you're catfishing people and you're being a player and nobody is mentally attached to you, then
It ain't that bad.
It's not that bad. But when you catfishing somebody who in love with you, like
And
this
paying
person,
your money
and
and
this
emotional
person,
energy and everything.
because it had some people on the show who was, when they bounce up the person, it had man catfishing man.
Cat fashion? I heard that one.
It had man catfishing man playing females, and when men realized it, like the men crying and they was into it. But at the same time, though, you talking to somebody on the phone, on Facebook or on Messenger or whatever, right? It even had a girl who was messaging and like catfishing another girl, and she was talking like a man on the phone. Very crazy vibes. But you talking to somebody you have not met, and you just, wow, boy.
And this might sound unfair, but I blame the person, the victim, because like a tiger will be a tiger. You can't blame a tiger for being a tiger.
Right.
But you as the victim, and you ain't do your due diligence to really know the truth or find out what's going on with this person, and you for a victim to a catfish, to me, even though you get catch, I ain't saying nobody immune to getting catch, but it's always a learning experience.
Yeah.
But it have a limitation in past. Like that 2 years, for example, You understand? So I think at some point, common sense must kick in. At some point, due diligence must kick in. You know?
Yeah. Because at the same, because it come
Because
like,
I can't blame a scammer for being a scammer. I just blame the victims for getting catching a scam. I just watch all them people who I'm a prince in Africa and I have 2 million, but I need 5,000 to take all the money. Sell it to me. Like how people really get catching everything. And them others like
and I master get messages like that, eh?
I
We now found out your uncle was some big rich man and we want to deposit the 5 million. There's a lawyer, but we need five.
the new one is now cryptocurrency investment. I start getting inbox too. And I be thinking in my head, right? If I making money and I have a way to make money, why would I want to share how I making money to somebody else, right?
Correct.
I will try to make all the money I can make first. And even if I have a limitations for some reason, I would turn to my friends and family first. Not go on a random post in Facebook and ask them, do
Yeah.
you want to invest in me? You know?
Yeah.
And even if I invested, am I investment sure? I would use my own money to make my own money to
And
make
not
more
only
money.
that, they putting it out as, yeah, we don't want to gatekeep. We want you to make money too. It's so
Yeah.
easy.
Like you say generous. You make a lot of money, you have time to be on
Watch now,
Facebook. You live in your
I is
life.
one person who I am no form of fashion involved in crypto, don't understand it. And crypto people always adding me on TikTok, boy. And I always fall for it because they might, naturally I will follow back somebody who follow me. So as soon as I click follow back, 10 seconds after, hi, how are you?
I enjoy it now, you know. They have a profile, is know it. No common friends, always a white kind of doing some kind of tie or something. It has certain
Yeah.
profile. Sometimes I just want to say, fuck off, please. I'm not interested. I
Yeah.
love to say that. Like, just fuck off, please.
So for-
I don't want to invest.
Yeah. So from the time I get the follow request, so I see the person follow me, I check the profile. From the time I see financial advice,
Yeah.
I'll be like, nah, I'm not following you back. So don't message me. But would you consider that to be a form of catfishing then?
Yeah, of course.
Because
It's a
I like
scam.
what financial catfishing.
Yeah, I financial.
I don't know how, because right now, and people, you all need to pay attention, it have a local scam going around, right? And people losing a lot of money
The
with
bank.
the bank,
again.
correct. So you're getting a message saying that your, oh God, I raised the message on my phone.
I just get them
Your
too.
information was tampered with and they need to verify it. And you're getting an official, let me use Republic Bank for example, our official Republic Bank website to click. But if you watch the end of it, it's not .com, eh?
Yeah, different domain, yeah.
Right, a different domain. Now, what people are doing is when you click it, it asking you for your information, your passcode, and your username.
I fishing.
So once you insert that now, they pull in your information, going on your thing, changing your passcode on you, transferring out your money, and boom. People, well, you need to stop, eh?
You know why them kind of scam real hard to catch me in? Because of my IT background, and because I used to actually do scam like that before, I think it's hard to catch me in an online scam.
Yes, and I get the message the other day. Your account a hole has put on your account. Please verify your information by clicking this link. So I message back, why the hole your because it's a
A 7
It's a-
number? Yeah.
is a digital number they're messaging you from. But it looking real official. Real official. Right? So it had different forms of catfishing, not just the physical, the financial. Where else, boy? Trying to figure it out.
There's an article on TikTok where this football player get catfish for a good while too. Person even fake the death and come back to life. I can't triple this.
I think, boy, the kind of stories I hear.
What about fake profiles?
No, and to add to that too, what about people who faking backgrounds? Like, I have a degree in so, hire me. I feel that I have a lot of people in Trinidad here, I just see it in events, who in big positions in situations, and I know them don't have a clue what they're doing. But because they're popular, nobody is going to contest that they don't have the
qualifications. Take it till they make it, literally.
Nah, man. I feel like the end, I don't need that embarrassment.
Yeah, different question, though, or that topic. If you hiring somebody, what you prefer, qualifications or experience?
Experience.
So somebody with experience.
Because to me, in my experience, the mechanics who do mechanics from young straight up were more experienced and knowledgeable than people who went to school for that.
So let me get an example. The uni hospital bed, you need a heart transplant. It had this new doctor coming scene, masters, everything, very qualified, right? He knew. But it had this old African man from Dong Debe, who got about 10 transplants already.
Right.
And it was successful. Who go choose? And the old man looking scrumpy and dirty and thing, yeah? And then the doctor looking very prestigious and thing. Honestly, who they go choose?
I might go with the experience, you know.
You sure?
No. It's a hard bargain because the background, educational background is always helpful. It is not that it's a either or. I'm not saying that just because I know somebody who's doing mechanics since they're 10, they shouldn't go to school, because to me, you would learn certain significant things that you should and should not do now. You understand? So the person who have the background, right? If anything is to go wrong, he would know what to do.
What do you mean, education, I mean?
Yeah. Because he would know, okay, if this happens.
Yeah, but theory and practical is different.
Correct.
You have theory knowledge. The man who do about 10 surgery have practical knowledge and experience. So when that man sees shit going on, he might get a freeze and stutter and all kind of thing and they know what to do actually. As I say.
Who is that? The practical man?
Yeah, the one on the education.
Correct. No, well, it's the experience, because it come like this. Even when people go to school and get a master's in this, when they go to get a job, what they tell you? Their experience. Because just because you know how to count doesn't mean you can run a grocery.
So, a controversial question in relation right now. So, I mean, when you get married, you prefer a girl with plenty experience, 20 man, or a girl body come that a virgin, no accent. You same side.
Yeah. You switch it around real good, dude. You know? You can let answer that in the comments. But that is a good one. No, well. Well, worried me out. It depends. You know, the age I is at the time.
My answer to that, my getaway answer is, you see, my relationship wouldn't be based on sex. It would be based on companionship and all different.
I think for different people, the answer would be different, because I might be the one to say, nah, I rather the virgin, because I want to create new experiences with this person. That's first time now. Oh. Somebody else might say, nah, I don't have time to. I don't have time for all that work.
Hey, hold this point.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have time for all that work. She whether I stop my finger, she's supposed to know. So, you know what I mean? Everybody different. You know what I mean? Everybody different. You know what I mean? That next good question. How much people is meat virgins out here? Like, wow. Yeah.
You ever got a virgin before?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No. I don't believe these girls. Right? I don't believe these girls. Yeah, but I believe these girls.
My teeth is a virgin, never been brushed.
Trinidad.
Good.
How long?
Wait, boy. No, but I have a real good question. Like, you meeting virgins out here still and thing, man or woman? Like, if you was a female and you meet her and you tell her it's a virgin, that's a plus.
Yeah, but this is not our age bracket to meet virgins, I think. Because most virgins can break out 10, 11, 12, 13,
my
14,
class.
15, 16.
Hard, boy.
How often you see an old virgin now in the 20s? Rare.
I know about 3.
And you just tell me you don't trust these girls?
No,
You could believe that?
Okay, I know about 3 that is claiming, and all of them are not female.
All right.
Yeah, I know. And I'm talking about people who passed 30, yeah?
Take for marriage or?
Yeah.
Why people is save? I know the religious answer. I know if you're religious as well. Why people is save the sex for marriage? What's the reason behind that? Like, what is the spiritual or the religious reason to saving?
No,
not
that
having sex until
that
marriage?
was a Bible thing.
But why? You know why?
No.
I'm trying to figure out that today, sir. I'm trying to figure out that. Energy? So that is assuming that the person married is supposed to be your soulmate. And what if it is not? They say waste energy there.
Give me back my virginity. Right? Yeah. That's something though.
Not me.
At that virgin, I can tell this story because nobody ain't gonna notice. In my first job, he was very religious.
Like Marcus.
Nah. You know, he tell me, you know, he never do them thing before, and he never even used to kiss girls. He was that focused, right? And he has gave my story, but he's a good looking fella and thing, keep yourself good and thing. He gave my story. A chick invite him over, you know, on the pretense that she wanted some academic assistance.
Right.
Right? She wanted some help with some work. And he said, he going over there, he sit down in the living room, you know, he pull out his books, you know, he getting ready to school, He say he do so and she said, I call him back there. She go on and she come back, she towel. I look at the drop towel on him, you know. And he was like, nah, I'm a girl, I don't turn them thing and leave. I was like, and I knew the female. I was like, yeah, boy.
That disciplined one.
He's a disciplined one.
Could be low self-confidence too.
Nah, he's a disciplined one because when he finally got married, it's 4 children one time.
Yeah, but all that big pile up.
Yeah.
All
So
that
big
thing
up
pile
that.
up for years.
So that would be a great feeling, and you know what I mean. Yeah, you see why he's still doing the thing and thing.
But he was religious?
Yeah. He was religious, yeah. But he wasn't what I liked about him is that he was one of those guys that he never used to judge it. No, I never used to cuss too much in front of him and him because I know he's religious. But you know, if you talk to him, like if I tell him, boy, you know, I said, I tell him, boy, I said, I meet a girl and I end up taking her whatever. He ain't gonna be like, you just be like, dog, you know, I talk to you slow down, you know. But he ain't gonna make you feel, you know, some people when they're deep in you, they make you feel like, you know, he's not that kind of person. But yeah. And that time when I knew him, he could have been around 25 years old at the time. You know what I mean?
You know, I start late, you know. I think the first time I used my virginity when I was about 16 or 17, you know. In school too. And the person who take my virginity, up to this day, still don't believe she take my virginity.
Yeah.
Because I said, girl, like I can doing thing that I mean doing nothing. That I mean see nothing. Nothing.
I wouldn't answer that question.
Yeah, you started young.
Yeah,
Young.
Yeah,
10 years. Yeah. No fraud on your peanut yet. You doing this thing.
What's that? Hey. Life, yes? Yeah, don't be easy out there. Don't be easy.
Even masturbate. When I know masturbate, I was like 16, 17, 4 and 5 days.
Yeah.
Because my parents talking about it. I said, what is this thing? Like, what is this? And my parents encouraged me.
Yeah.
I said, all right, I went to man try just like watching anime porn. I see this white thing come out. I get frightened first time.
Well, watch that. I feel like the first time it happened. Like the first time I ever do it, and the first time I might say, I was like drugs, you know. I want to feel like this every day.
The first time I must be curious and say, they say, oh, you're serious again. What's this coming out of your boy? Like, it's a magic trick you do it.
Yeah, it's serious. It was serious. It was serious. I get real catch in school. No, it's in some
Masturbated?
corner. No.
Right.
Kissing up girl in corner in school and thing. Thank God no mother was
That
in
my
corner.
days,
I never talk.
Teacher call in my parents, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I remember when I was
That mean,
going
when you're hot, people kicking in.
when I was going Eldo, the dean calling my mother. And he had a shades I used to come to school with. And chain and hat and thing on and thing, gold teeth. So when my mother come in the dean's room now, he pull all the shades and he walk in the room. He said, "Oh, your son just come to school."
There's a dude's man long time.
Yeah, dude, it's my thing now. I was like, my mother, what's whistle? So gosh, what you could do? Them was good days, man. Them was good days. And them days had no catfishing, so it was better days. Better days. I had no phone.
Them thing phone now coming out.
Yeah.
All phone. Yeah, phone now.
Phone, no phone.
When you
I didn't have my cell phone until I was working in the airport. That time you used to pay to receive calls too. So when you receive a call,
Money going down.
money you just say you have $15 for this call, and
That's them
money
big
going down.
Nokia with the light
Yeah,
antenna.
the big Nokia,
The light antenna.
with the light, and the light battery and thing.
And little while after, them me to come out.
I guilty for that phone, you know. I'll give you that story next time. I guilty that real lie, boy.
Yeah, I lie as a thief
Yeah,
most
boy.
times.
Good.
I was a phone thief, you know. A good phone thief, you know.
Nah, never
I
thief
think I
a phone.
resign before I get caught.
Yeah, boy. I guilty for that phone, boy. I guilty for a gold chain from it already. And
But they thieving everything from you.
yes, I get it back. Yeah, son. You telling me you come by me, my chain just gone missing just so nobody else can come by me.
Okay, back.
She come and hand me back it the next day.
She,
Yeah, because
she
she
not
realized
corner?
I'm going down. Yeah, I'm going down then. Yeah, son. That's the kind of mad thing is that, boy. But long time then I know catfishing. You gotta present yourself immediately.
yeah, but presently, girl who putting on too much makeup consistently is catfishing. It's not some girls because they see the natural face because every day they not makeup. To me, that's a catfish. I don't mind makeup and things for special occasions and for different events or look different or feel, different. But there's some girls religiously every day. I know some can't go to work or something without makeup. That's not a catfish.
And
When you
if-
actually see that or say you bed it or whatever and you feel like you get catfish.
And if it have a market for things like bras that is make your breast look bigger and underwear that make your bottom look bigger, women
they
buying them thing, boy. Why?
And then when you take it off now, bloop, bloop.
All they don't know how thirsty man is. All they really feel
But
man
that is
care.
why number the no man thirsty, so that will attract them. If I
No.
was a female and I was looking, I would do the same thing.
If you was looking out. No, but my thing is this, right? All right, so scenario. Here's a female. You put on a bra that make your breast look bigger. Right? You're going out, you meet a dude, or they going on by you, things get heated, you pull off the bra, you realize, oops. Where's that one, girl?
No,
You really feel you gonna go up?
That's it. He going through still.
Oh,
And
gosh.
she know that woman no man thirsty.
So then just dope it on.
You go and jam anyway. Nah, this is the attraction, the first attraction. Love at first sight. Guys catch them. When in that position home, and them had two Hennessy in them ain't going to turn back. But not me, I'm a man of God and I'm a nice person, no? I work in the right pattern and everything. So not me, but
I
I
don't
for
know.
them.
I don't know. I've never been in that situation, but I don't know how I react to that. I'll be like, what the fuck? Huh? Yeah. Big up them. Big up them.
What about plastic surgery and things? What's it take on there? And stomach tuck and tummy tuck or whatever you call it. What you think of that? I find that it's like a cheat. Like a cheat. I don't like cheaters. You know? I mean, like tummy tuck. Why just
All
dance
right,
for
so
3 days or go to gym
all
and
right,
get natural, but you know?
I would say about that. To each his own, because I understand what you're saying that is a cheat code, but the reality is this, and I know you will argue, but it just has some people who don't have time to go in the gym, who don't, it's just not happening.
Brother man.
You understand? Now, my theory is this. Yeah, if you don't make time, you'll never have time. Right? But everybody lifestyle different.
I want to say about that. How they bang that one time.
Right.
Them guys bathe for 30 minutes and an hour. If before you bathe, you take away 50 minutes from maybe.
Who bathing for 30 minutes an hour?
Most women.
Brother, most women is bathed for 30 seconds. Most women is bathed for 30 seconds.
You do some sit-ups or push-ups or some calisthenics before you go to the bathroom daily. I sure you get results after 2 weeks, 4 weeks. You say gym is just an excuse. You don't go gym, you can work out at home.
So you're disciplined then?
You are
Or
disciplined.
rather than?
You can work out at home. You cannot eat as much as you eating. If you eat less than you actually burn calories, you would naturally lose weight naturally. You want to eat 3 square meals a day and taking about 3,000 calories and you only using about 1,000 calories. You have 2,000 excess calories in you and that will add on to fat. It's simple math. Math.
Math. Math, yeah. Big up the math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's a discipline.
I try to not to tell females what they do with their body. That's really up to you, but
Of course.
yeah, I get what you're saying, but everybody different, yes.
Because some men like them thick, some men like them fat. So it each his own.
And yeah, I have a virgin.
Thick. But thick and fat different.
I have a virgin.
Thick is like big boned kind of thick, and fat is like fat.
He only like fat girl. Do not bring no slim girl by he. He running there like a dog and he slim.
Slim?
Yeah,
Opposite attracts probably.
that's right. Yeah.
Number he slim, he was feeling cool. That take him in warmth. Give him warmth in his life, you know?
You know what I mean? So, yeah. And like we didn't even go down that road. I had a little situation with a female outside an event 2 weeks ago. I mean, ladies, some are really big and it's cool. But you'd rather be disgusting too. She was getting on like a fool for no reason. And if you're seeing this, yeah.
Disgusting as in
Yeah, disgusting.
looks or personality.
Your personality.
All right.
You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to be loud and obnoxious for no reason. Oh gosh, man. And when I tell her, I said, because she was talking to somebody else, but she talking to the person, so. Now you're asking her a favor, but because you're probably not getting the favor, you get vexed. A little rum in your head too now. So I simply come and I told her, I said, my girl, you could talk to him, but you don't have to use your hand, She like, you finish? I watch she. I just woke up because I know I was a cunt now. Because I was ready to tell the security, there's extort you outside. When she ready to apologize to all you, just leave she for 5 minutes again, and then she apologize again, and then I can let she back in the party. But I left my other brethren who was taking the buff to deal with it. I wasn't going to do that.
Actually, you went through it or not? you kind of went through it.
But I didn't take it to where I really wanted to take it. You know what I mean? I didn't.
The retaliation she expected.
Give she back that energy now. You understand? Because to me, if somebody coming around you like for no reason, and to me you giving them back that same, that is the controlling you did then. That's leash. She didn't walk off.
Control emotions, the control.
Yeah, I walk away from them things. Because at the end of the day, I know I have the power.
You're too fast. You say too fast.
Man. I get you. You know what I mean? I get you. But this catfishing thing very serious. All I need to stop it, right? Ladies
Did
and
you tell a story
gentlemen.
about AI catfishing a boy and he died? You ever hear a story?
Nah.
That was a while back. He was talking to his AI. No, him AI is sex people, whatever. And the boy very convinced he's a real person. No, him they could chat online chat, but it's an AI online chat with,
I want to ask the
and he died.
ethnicity of that dude, but I don't want to ask it.
Oh my dude.
I'm gonna tell you something, right? It have this guy, Ray. He just do TikTok videos, right? He was putting up a story today with a youth man. Long story short, youth man was into sports. He got injured. He couldn't play sports again. He was home for a while. He started to play, and when he got back mobile, he started to play Halo, right? The game, right? And he liked the game so much. I tell you, he playing the game for 18 hours or something. You know the gamers, sometimes we sit down playing FIFA for hours or something, right? So, started to play the game by a friend, decided he want to buy the game, save up a little money, went and buy the game. Problem is, his parents, religious. His father is a pastor. Mother, obviously, pastor wife. So when he brought home the game, they tell him, listen, we don't do violent games here. Because he and his father is normally play Madden together and thing. Sport games, right? So your father take the game and lock it in a little situation in the basement. This youth man gets so frustrated that his father lock up the game. He built a plan to get back the game, which included going in the case, which was also his father's gun case, getting the game, coming upstairs. So you get the game, put it in the room, come upstairs, and the mother and father saying no, they was about to watch a baseball game. So he tell them, hi, Ole, I want to get all your attention. I have a surprise for all you. So they're like, yeah, I cool. They mute the TV, they're ready for the surprise. Tell them close their eyes. When they close their eyes now, he shoot the father in the face. Right? Listen to me. The boys, I was 16 years old. When the mother realized what's going on now, he shoot the mother and kill she on the spot. The father bleeding on the ground still, right? 5 minutes after the door knock, his sister come with her husband. But he didn't know his sister was coming across. Because they were coming to watch the baseball game. And the sister and them obviously retrieve him at the gun and thing. Long story short, you kill your parents, right? Because tell me, and people in the comments blaming the game. Because the game is Halo is a
violent game.
a first time shooter game. How?
I ain't gonna blame the game, no. But it's a touchy.
It's a touchy
topic.
situation.
But how I look at it is that if I like violence, I like Batman thing, or even mafia thing, obviously I will be inclined to watch Batman movies, listen to Batman music.
I love a mafia.
So I think it's a mentality first before. There can be encouragement probably. You understand? I can be liking Boys to Men and going and kill a man. If I like boys, I mean, I will listen to a Batman. I will listen to a Batman tune if I want to kill a man. I read Gunman tune to put me in a mood. So he had to have that in him mental long time. That's why he playing gun game, you know what I mean? So it's a mentality thing first, I feel.
And he was introduced to the game by his friend. He never used to play it before. So it's not like he was playing it years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just feel like you so misguided that it come like this. I show you get vexed with your father and your mother already. I get vexed with my mother in life already. But to reach a point where I saying, bye, better she lead us world, yes? That is a whole different energy, you know.
For game too.
For anything. For anything. That you had to kill your mother or father or sister or brother. For that, boy? Nah, man. Nah.
True.
Nah. And then people in the comments saying his parents too religious. That will make him do that. How?
Religious should be better. Should be more.
Because, I mean, maybe he didn't have that training where, okay, if we tell him no, let's please understand it's no now. It's in the end of the world. You understand? But and look how he killed them too. It's not like they was fighting for the game, you know. He just come upstairs and shoot them.
I blame personally the box that you get gun in. Them they make a good box to secure the gun properly. The gun maker,
Yeah.
who if you make it in the first place, then he father get blamed too. But the gun they for him to access.
To be fair,
Everybody get blamed.
he had his father had the key for the lock on his keys. And I guess the father not thinking that he's gonna do that. So he went and stole the key from his father's keys without his father knowing, and went downstairs and retrieved the game. You understand?
A gun should be not safe.
It's an easy.
It's in Trinidad, Lord.
I think we need to grow up with children to understand that when we say no, it's not the end of the world, right?
You know, them white people need to start beating the chair and hit them some belt and hanger and thing
Yeah.
like these guys down here.
Yeah. And and I'm glad you say that, because to me, when I was thinking about it, I say the fear that your Caribbean parents instill in you, you wouldn't think about doing that. Because when you think you don't have a fear thinking that if I go and take that game without my father knowing, that alone is
It's
problem.
licks.
Much less to touch the gun too. No. Like break on. And that fear alone will be like, nah, it ain't worth it.
Because I've talked to your father too hard.
Yeah. It ain't worth it. But, you know, you have laws around the world where children, when they're fed up by their parents, they could go and get out, what do you call it? It's a sort of thing where they could go to court and basically fight for their independence then.
Children?
So, it's crazy out there.
American laws again.
It's crazy out there. But big up them still, wherever they stand.
I mean, they could be sitting right now, even sleeping. I don't know. They might be standing right now. Daytime.
You wanna watch?
Bad habit. Bad habit.
Yeah, I can't leave home without a watch on. Yeah. But you see this, I wonder if I go pop a start this week and see if we could get some stories, whether via email or in person, about people who get catfish. You feel that going on in Trinidad, boy?
Yeah, you sure. Especially on sites like Tinder and thing. Them meeting sites, them dating sites.
What if you meet the person, what if you're talking to somebody and they're telling you they were cool and the this and the that and the other, and you're seeing the pictures, but when you meet them, the picture is them, but they're crazy. Like catfishing? They sell, they sell themselves as, you know, real cool, you know what I mean? I just humble, you know. When you meet them,
Yeah. I just always say, you see social media, your personal page, that is your resume. It's an online resume, right? So when you're looking for not a job, a girl or wherever, or anybody inbox, you're going through your page, your resume. If your resume ain't looking good, right? It ain't looking attractive or whatever, you're not gonna get selected for interview, bro. You understand?
true.
So that's why the catfish come out. Them trying to make a resume outstanding, make it look good, you know. But really and truly, your social media page is a resume. As I say,
But the job could be temporary, yeah?
eh?
When
But
they
yeah,
realize
depends
that
on the area.
you're overselling yourself.
And that's happening in the workplace too. Send me the interview. Interview easy to pass once you know how to sell yourself. My first few interviews, rubbish, overconfident, arrogant, and thing. But I learned to sell myself. I learned to sell on the whole. And sell dreams and things. I had the failure interview.
We're selling dreams, boy. Where's that?
But I don't sell it, I just rent it. I just rent it out. Yeah,
Lease.
Just tell them what they want to hear. When you go interview, or anyway, even a female, and you know what they want to hear, you get them it. But you have to package it properly. You know, you can't get them it just so I can play it. You put it in a box, about tie, you know, tie it up nice, you know. A good package. That's a dream, bro. And you know for yourself, that again, them there, it's not in the package, it's not you. That's
A
a
woman,
dream.
you know, woman is fall in love with what they hear.
Yep.
And
But you
then-
don't get in that because no, that's a touchy topic.
Ooh. Sorry. Let's sorry, yeah? Yeah.
Once a woman here, I love you. I love me. Sometimes you want to get, yeah, I really like you, but yeah, I like you long time. And this girl go in and believe you really like she long time until all she friends
You
and
don't
thing,
know
you know.
nothing about
With
you.
just words, you know. And no
Nothing.
kind of evidence backing it up, you know. Nothing. Just words, you
I
know.
know I'm mad already. I do tell me a story. He meet a girl. And I tell her, the girl in love with he. Saying, jam, bam, slam. And that man don't know the girl last name, you know. He do not know the girl name, you know.
That's happened to me too. I can't say nothing.
Rastafari. Get to know each other, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. You know what I mean? Oh shit, man. Yes. But we had to touch back on this catfishing. We had to get some experiences. I don't think I ever get catfish, you know. I get personality catfish already, if you want to call it that.
I get catfish.
I get experience catfish already, you know, like when kids telling you they could do this and when they do it, it's like, ugh. Yeah.
But that's subjective, yeah?
Yeah.
To a point.
And then, yeah, they might be saying the same thing with me too.
I get catfish up by Maracas already, by Richard Bacon Shark. Richard Bacon Shark. I thought it was shark. It wasn't shark. It was catfish.
And there's a lot of catfish going on too with these foodies, you know? Or the food tasting good. Right? Come down and taste it and thing, and then it's we don't go there. Yeah, we don't go there. Anything else you want to touch on before we wrap?
No, that's it. Put me a thing.
Rastafari.
Last year, I did not do that today, and I. Ever blessed, ever faithful.
Yeah,
Ever
and
kind.
I.
Yeah, and I. Mount Saint Benedict.
Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, it's night still, right? We touched on AI. We'll get back to it, you know. Or they go hit you up in the comments. Blah, blah, blah. We in Google and all these people. We just know a few things, right? And of course, catfishing, which it definitely would jump back in, right? And we gotta make our catfish song too. Do you feel?
Yeah. I'm getting some lyrics already.
Nice. Right? So if you've been catfish out there, let us know. Come on the show. We go laugh. It done happen already. You can't take it back, right? You can't take it back. It is what it is. But if it's one thing we're not doing here, it's catfishing you about this show, right? Where you see is where you get. So, Parallel Podcast 868, Trinidad's finest. I have been Press I am Press for the slow ones. Alongside the catfish boss himself. Telling people and them something.
Catfish. She nice. Catfish. She like a spice. Catfish.
Trinidad!
I'll tell you something for you now.
Right.
There is nothing artificial about artificial intelligence.
Okay.
There's not artificial about artificial. It's real intelligence.
Correct.
Right. I have to say that.
Nice. Parallel Podcast 868.
Look for my catfish song coming out soon.
And we are out. And for the catfish girls, this one's for you.
Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your mammy and your granny too.
Parallel Podcast 868. And we are out. Right?
Thank you for watching Parallel Podcast 868. Please be advised that the opinions and views expressed by our guests are solely their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the show or its hosts. Viewer discretion is advised. We appreciate your support and look forward to bringing you more insightful content.